Hey guys, we're going to talk about boundaries today. I'm going to help you with this, okay? So, I know at the moment you're probably thinking, how the hell am I going to build them boundaries up? You know what? First of all, you need to work on that self-worth. You know, you got to realise what values you have in your life. What you consider to be values, yeah? What you consider that you will not allow into your life. You know? Basically, what I say is you draw a circle around yourself. And outside that circle is stuff that you will not put up with. Stuff that makes you feel awkward you will not let in. Because what's inside the circle is your safe place. Where you feel safe, where you feel happy and comfortable. And if there's anybody out there that's making you feel uncomfortable, you can keep them outside that circle. Or any situation that can make you feel awkward, you can leave them outside that circle. I think for a lot of us, because we know we've been in this relationship or in this situation where we've been involved with a toxic person or anybody who has traits of narcissistic personality disorder, is that we've had our values and our beliefs and our needs for ourselves dismissed and ignored, you know. We've made to be felt that we're not important. We've had to concentrate 100% fully on them. All our focus in our life has been them, nothing else. We've had no time to look after number one, which is you. And basically what that means is we've not been able to value ourselves, you know. We're not being able to see what we need in our life to make us feel better, you know, because we've just focused it on them. We've made sure they were okay. You know, we are people pleasers and we do this automatically. And you know, sometimes you do have to say no. And this is going to be really hard for you guys, okay? And it's hard for me because, you know, when I automatically say no, I feel selfish. I feel guilt. I feel like I shouldn't be doing this. You know, I've always felt that I needed to put other people's needs before my own. And I've had to retrain my mind and think, you know what? I come first. Nobody else. I come first, you know? It's like a situation of when, you know, if your friends ask you out to go out after work and you've had a real bad day at work and all you want to do is sit down in front of the telly and watch Netflix all night, you know? And if you tell your friends no, then if they are your true friends, they will understand. This is not about you being selfish, yeah? This is not about you feeling guilty for doing things for yourself. This is about looking after you. Learning what you need to do in that moment in time to make yourself feel better. You know, it's very exhausting taking on everybody else's needs, you know, before meeting your own. Because eventually, if you're taking on everybody's emotions and their feelings and their problems, you're going to end up exhausted. You're going to end up being down on the ground when really you should be up in the sky having really good vibes, you know. This is why I say always surround yourself with people who give off good vibes. Don't go anywhere near people who are mood hoovers, who suck the goodness out of you, you know. Sometimes because we are people pleasers, we want to help people even though we really need to focus on ourselves and help ourselves before even helping them. Because there's only one thing that's going to happen when you do that. They're going to just bring you down to the ground. They're going to make you feel worse than you already did. So basically you're not really healing yourself from anything. You're not making your self-worth better and stronger. And I always say, you know, before you even think about getting in another relationship, you need to work on that self-worth. And once that self-worth is fine and that's sorted out, automatically your boundaries will be set in place. And then boundaries will be there, so you will know if someone goes over that boundary, you can say, no, I'm not having that. Bye Felicia kind of thing, you know. The worst thing you can do is get straight into a relationship after being with a narcissist, okay? Because the first thing that's probably going to happen is you're going to find another person that is highly toxic like they was. Because your boundaries are not going to be there. Then boundaries are not keeping your well-being safe. And like I said before, you're the only person that is responsible for your own emotions, yeah? You're not responsible for anybody else's. If they're unhappy, then that's something that they have to deal with. If they're angry about something, then that's something that they have to deal with. It's not your responsibility. Taking all this energy is just going to make you exhausted. It's time to think about you now. It's time to discover your own values and what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with. It's like basically setting some ground rules for yourself. You know, if something feels a little bit slightly off, then you will keep them outside that circle. If there's something that's making you feel a little bit awkward and it's not feeling 100% right, then keep that person or that situation outside of that circle. But if that person is making you feel 100% safe, the situation is making you feel quite happy, it's making you feel uplifted, then feel free, let them come into your circle, because this is your safe space and only you can protect that safe space. Yeah? Even if you do say no to somebody that's close to you, if they have enough respect for you as a person and an individual, they will understand your reasoning behind it. They may be slightly upset, but they're not going to blow off the handle. They're not going to go into a mad rage if they respect you. And in time, by strengthening these boundaries up, you will then develop relationships that are authentic and real, you know? You'll eventually probably find somebody who's the perfect person for you to have a relationship, who's not going to push through them boundaries, who's going to make you feel safe and loved. But the only way you're going to do that is working on yourself and deciding which values you believe in for yourself. You know, it's about being assertive. It's about saying, you know, I'm not going to put up with this. I've had enough. You know, you've crossed my boundaries. That's it. Bye. Without having that feeling of, I don't want to upset this person. You know, what if I lose this person? So what if you lose this person? If that person decides to cross your boundaries, they have no respect for you. So if they've got no respect for you, then they're not a person who is your friend, who is important to you, who has respect for you. People like that don't. You know, people who have respect for you respect your boundaries. You know, we have to have boundaries. It's to keep us safe. It's to keep us feel happy and secure. Continue with saying no to people. Continue saying, I'm not going to put up with that. It will get easier over time, believe me. At first you feel, this is not right. I feel guilty for doing this. I'm such a horrible person by being selfish. No, you're not. It's just you know that you have respect for yourself and you're not putting up with any rubbish or any negativity around you. I know this journey is really difficult for you all. It's difficult for me. And you feel like you need to have somebody to help you out. But in the real world, I'm going to say it now, there's only you that can change that. There's only you can set them boundaries up. I can't do it for you. The woman next door can't do it for you. Your mum can't do it for you. You have to set them boundaries up. And you will learn this within time. It takes time. It isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. It's hard. It's not easy. But I know you guys can do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to make sure I've got my boundaries set up. I'm going to draw my circle around myself. You cross that circle. I don't want to know you. I don't have anybody in my life that I want to disrespect me as a person. I don't want anyone to try and destroy me, and I don't want anyone to ever make me feel as low as I did beforehand and not know who I am. You know, we have to sometimes take up the courage ourselves and push ourselves forward into making these decisions for a better life. Now guys, I hope this video has helped you think about a bit more about how boundaries work and how you can work on this yourself to create them safety barriers so you don't end up getting with someone who's highly toxic and narcissistic. So if you like the video, just comment, like and subscribe below. So I'm going to do some more videos shortly. I'll try and do at least a couple a week. Obviously sometimes work takes over, but I'll try and make sure I do some more videos. So yeah, like I said, build them boundaries up. I know you can do it. You know, you're beautiful people, all of you, inside and out. And you know what? Don't let these horrible people that have entered your life bring you down. Bring yourself back up. Surround yourself by positivity. I know you can do this. Take care now, guys. Bye.